Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Hello, my butterflies. I know it's getting a little late in the day. It's around 11:24 p.m. It's not late. Depending on who's early bird as far as going to bed early or who the night owls are. We have any night owls out here? I'm sure we do. I'm one of them. I figure at the end of my day, I'm going to come in here with a story time. So that's why I'm here front and center. Story time. Believe me, I can have a lot of story times, but I'm going to start with something. Y'all, so hold tight. I'm gonna take y'all a little back in the day. A little back in the day. All right. Okay. Once upon a time, when me and my hubby was staying in a duplex. A very nice neighborhood, but it was a duplex. It was not a house. It was not an apartment. It was a duplex. I mean, it's kind of low roof, and somebody's right next door to you, stuck on wall to wall. Which y'all, I cannot stand to be stuck on with somebody else, wall to wall. Apartments, duplexes. I never liked it. And I do believe God said something about that in the Bible somewhere. Woe to those that build houses close together. Yeah. Because, as an individual or individuals in life, we all need our privacy in there, don't we? Yes, we do. So anyway, yeah, we were staying in this duplex, and we had a neighbor. She was a woman. Yeah, it was a woman neighbor, and she was one of them nosy neighbors. I know y'all probably have nosy neighbors yourself. Y'all know about them nosy neighbors. You have one now, or you used to have one, or whatever, or some. I had several in different places where I lived back in the day. Now, at this particular place, y'all, my baby girl, she was in the oven. She was in my belly, y'all, my baby girl. And the rest of my girls, they were young. They were very young, 6, 8, 10, 9, something like that. But anyway, and anyhow, this neighbor of ours, she kind of stayed alone, but then she kind of had a male friend over from time to time. Sometimes he stayed there, sometimes he didn't. Now, you know these things because you stay close together, and you see, as we come and go, we both come and go at times, we're going to see who's in the house eventually when they come outside, because they got to come outside from time to time. But anyway, y'all, this particular woman, she was too nosy. It was like every time that I would have company over, me and my hubby, and kids. Our kids, they were young. We had family members coming over or whatever, or whoever. to visit, and out pop her knocking at my door. Yes, every time we was having company, entertaining company, here come a knock at the darn door. And I always knew it would be her. I'm like, what in the world do you want? Every time I have to ask her, what do you want? So I'm going to talk about one particular time. This particular time, she was saying, yes, the landlord want to talk to you. Want to talk to one of y'all, me or my husband. I said, the landlord? I said, what do he want? Well, I don't know. He just told me to let y'all know that he want to talk to you, want to talk to y'all. I said, oh, okay. That particular time, like I said, every time we had company, she come a knocking. She come a knocking at my darn door. I got sick of it. For one. I got sick of it. I'm like, this thing here got to end, because every time I turn around, every time we be entertaining company, here come that knock on the darn door. And it's always her talking about the landlord this and the landlord that. Or it's always something. So one particular time, y'all, she knocked on my door. And I was like, this is it. I said, because I knew all the time one of these days I'm going to blow up in her face. So this was one of them times, honey, enough was enough. She come on knocking on the door again. I had company over. We had company over. And here she come knocking at the door again. Oh, yeah, I always answer the door. Because, when I have company around, I know it's her knocking at the door, because she do it like clockwork. Every time we'll be entertaining our company. At least trying to entertain my company. Here she come. Like she trying to, want to get in the conversation, or she want to come in and hear our business, or what. I guess she can't hear clear enough through the walls. Because you can hear through the walls when you hear other people on the other side talking, conversating or whatever, and you can hear them on your side. And that for one, I got sick of that. Because see, I'm not the whispering type. I'm the talking type. I talk. I only whisper. I talk loud. So, all right. I was like, my answer door. I'm like, yes. May I help you? And then I said, hold it. I said, matter of fact. I said, as a matter of fact. I say, why do you always knock on my door every time I have company in the house? Every time we entertaining, I said, I know you see the company cars pulling up to our house. I say, and every time they do, you come knocking on the door, like I don't know who or I don't know what, but you always come knocking on my door. I'm like, what is your problem? I said, no, I want to know what your problem is. She said, I ain't got no problem. I said, no, I want to know what your problem is. I said, because you do. I said, there's a problem. Because every time we are entertaining over here, you forever knocking at the door, hollering about the landlord this and the landlord that. I say, if you here today to talk about the landlord, I don't want to hear it. I said, I don't want to hear it. And I said, and furthermore, I said, do you want to move in with me? I said, do you want to move in? You want to move in with us? I said, go back home, pack your stuff, pack your suitcase, whatever you got to pack, and come on and move on in. I said, come on and move on in, girl. I said, you might as well. I said, because your nose is I don't know what. I said, you come over here to be nosy, see if you can catch some kind of conversation or what. I said, I don't know what you're doing. I said, and the landlord don't have nothing that he needs to say to us. Every time we'll get back with him, there's nothing. I said, because our rent is always paid on time. Our rent is always paid, so you try to stress us out, making us think that, it's a problem with something. the landlord got a problem with y'all or whatever. And all the time, it's no problem. It's just her nose behind. Want some company or whatever. I used to speak to the lady. You know, we spoke all the time, but she was just sneaky and timid. And my oldest daughter, she was a little kid then. She probably about 12 years old, I'm guessing. And she came to the door when I was talking to this woman. Ma, what you doing, Ma? Ma. I looked at her. I said, girl, if you don't go sit your little butt down somewhere. I said, these grown people talking at the door right here. I said, look, I got this. She was like, okay, Ma. She was trying to do is tell me to leave the woman alone. Why am I talking to the woman like that? But as a grown woman myself, I knew what I was doing. And that woman knew what I was doing. She said, I don't want to move in with you. I don't want to move in with you. I said, that's a darn lie. I said, yes, you do. I said, yes, you do. So, she felt a little bad about it. She was shocked about it. Because I told her, I said, honey, go. I said, go home. Pack up your clothes and everything. Put in a suitcase, whatever you got to do. And come on, move in. And then you won't miss a darn thing. I said, because you're just coming over here to be nosy. I said, you're just coming over here to be nosy. And this woman, she was around about my age. I think we was around about the same age at the same time. You know, close to the same age range. But I shocked the crap out of her. I think I scared her. But I didn't care because that's just too nosy. I don't know if y'all agree with me or not, but every time you have company, your neighbor come knock on the door. Ain't that suspect, honey? Yeah, it is to me. It was to me. So I had to set her straight. And moral of the story is, honey, these people that lives close to you, they can hear you through the walls. Lord knows what she was hearing. If y'all know what I mean. Lord knows what she was hearing. But yeah, honey, some neighbors, honey, can be something else. Now, that was back in the day. But I had to straighten that chick. And that I did. My daughter thought I was crazy. She thought, she was looking at me like I had lost my darn mind. And I'm like, Mom, why are you talking to her? Why are you talking to her like that? Who is the mother here, child? Go sit your doggone little butt down somewhere. So, y'all, the moral of the story, honey, is if you stay in an apartment, a duplex, maybe even a townhouse. I don't know. I don't hear through them townhouse walls or not. I never stayed in a townhouse. But hang in there, honey, till you get yourself a house. Hang in there. And if you don't have a house, I'm sure you'll have a house one day. But, yeah. She had plucked my very last nerve. And I had to shut her down. And that's exactly what I did. I shut her down, y'all. In a nice, sweet, and very professional, and a very kind way. I ain't cursed the lady out. I call her nosy because she knows she was nosy. She didn't deny that she wasn't nosy. So, y'all, that's one of my story times from my past when my kids was young. And there'll be other story times too, so I'm gonna let y'all go with that one. It's let's see, it's 14 minutes and 40 seconds right there. And I know my watch ain't I gotta charge my watch. It's 11:38 p.m. So that's one of my story times. I promise y'all I'm gonna have some story times for y'all. So that's one of them. So stay tuned. There'll be plenty more coming. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Y'all stay blessed. Keep your heads up, honey. If you stay in an apartment or whatever, I mean, I ain't got nothing against them, honey. I've been in some apartments in my lifetime, believe me. But those of you that do stay in apartments and things, I'm gonna help you get through it. Just listen at my story times, cause there's some more coming. There's some more coming, honey. Plenty. All right. Thank you to my new subscribers, and thank you, and you're gonna love it over here. Very creative, and welcome to Free Spirit CC. You're gonna love it over here, honey. I'm very creative over here. That's why you see all kind of videos. You'll see all kind of videos on this channel, because that's what I do. I do, creative videos, different. Everything will be the same. Every video is not going to be the same. Now, you might have some of them the same, but there's a huge variety over here of videos, content. So y'all stay tuned in, honey, because there's much, much, much more to come. Love y'all. Peace. Bye-bye. Hey, I feel good tonight, y'all. Like I know I should, baby. Bye, y'all. I'm so crazy. Ooh, wow.